Hi, welcome back to Ghosthorse Heathenry. My name is Melissa, and today I want to talk about a very controversial opinion that is probably going to get a lot of hate and backlash. So today I want to talk about feminism, basically what it means, where it began, and how it has evolved over time into something very nasty. So first off, I'm going to give you a few dictionary definitions of the word cult and the word feminism, and you'll find that a lot of things nowadays are in fact a cult, and it doesn't necessarily mean that cult is a bad word. I just want to give you guys a little context, then I'm going to tell you what I personally think these things mean, and then what I think it has evolved into. So little disclaimer, these are purely my own musings, my own opinions, so if you disagree, well, if it triggers you, that's something you need to heal, boo. That's not on me. So, anyway, first off, I'm going to give you the dictionary definition of cult. A system of religious veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object, and it also means a person or thing that is popular or fashionable among a particular group or section of society. So that's the definition of a cult. So you'll find that many things are in fact a cult in today's world. So now I want to give you the dictionary definition of feminism. The advocacy of women's rights on the biases of the equality of the sexes. Equality. Emphasis on equality. Okay, so those are the definitions straight out of the dictionary. Go Google it yourself if you don't believe me. So, what I think these things actually mean. A cult, in my opinion, is just something where a lot of people have the same belief, and it's not generally like an organized religion, or it's not necessarily a religion. Like, basically, for example, the Has Been Hotel fan club. That's technically a cult. Any fan-based thing is basically, in essence, a cult. So you'll see me talk about cult-like things a lot, but the reason why particularly I think feminism is a cult, because in my opinion cults kind of usually goes along with a certain viewpoint on things. So that's why you'll see a lot of controversy in like fan communities or just like any communities. Now, there's a particular part about feminism that has become a cult following that I disapprove of. So me, as a woman, is gonna speak about it today, okay? So, feminism originated quite a long time ago. I'm not gonna go into like history here, but it's not been around for that long. So, the whole purpose of feminism was to have equal rights, okay? Because women didn't have a lot of rights back in the day. Now you'll see this going all the way back to like the story of like Adam and Eve, and like before Eve, Adam actually had a wife named Lilith in the Bible. Now this story is in fact not completely true. It's not really true, but you know, Christian stories oftentimes are not. But I just want to use this story as an example. So the story goes that basically Lilith didn't want to be subservient to Adam. She didn't want to be beneath him during intimacy. So she fled because he didn't respect her as an equal. He saw that he was above her because he was stronger than her. So then God made Eve in Adam's likeness to basically be the perfect bride or whatever. Okay? So I'm just using that story as an example because it's very important as to the point I'm trying to make today. So feminism originally started as a great thing. Women getting rights, women being able to work, women being able to vote, which I guess are great things. I don't really get the hype personally. At this point in time, I would just clean the house all day. But whatever. That's just me. I don't really care. So the thing is, women were basically just treated as cattle. We were like, you know, just, here's my daughter, I'm gonna sell her, like, blah, 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 like, you know, that's what it was like in the old days. So women getting rights was pretty big deal, right? So where did it go wrong? Well, first off, society wasn't exactly made for women in mind. So the economy and everything like that, the workforce, there was jobs that men did. Then all of the women started working. So that created like this little bit of a pushback in the workforce, which is why we will see a lot of job struggles in today's world. Now that also has a lot to do with like cultural stuff and like immigration type stuff, but I don't want to get into that today. I believe anything that separates people is a bad thing. Like racism, feminism, anything that separates people is bad in my opinion. Now feminism was originally created to create equality, to basically be equal than men, or to be seen as equal, to be seen as a person, right? So why do I now think it's a bad thing? Because it hasn't become that. Now women want to be above men, and you'll see this in a lot of marginalized groups that have been pushed down in the past. They basically want to turn the tables. They fight for the equality, and then when they get the equality, they want more. They are just never satisfied. So they want to be above men. So most people in the feminism community think that men are trash, that men are bad, that all men should be wiped off of the face of the planet and the world would be a better place without men. Yet, you know, women are one of the most hateful beings. Like, most of the hate I've received, most of the bullies I've had were other women. I didn't have that many beef with men. I have like a whole assault story. So yeah, I get it. Like I get some of it. Like we have to like stand up for like sexual abuse and stuff. But you know, men are also sometimes abused. They just don't talk about it because of a lot of these toxic women that, you know, berate them for having emotions, for being human. So now we're seeing them as less than human, thinking they're some sort of machine that doesn't cry or don't feel emotions. My problem, and where feminism has gone completely wrong, is just the fact that a few men does bad things. Women do bad things too, but we completely disregard that. You know, most children are abused by the mothers, not the fathers. The only thing is women are more clever getting away with things. People don't seem to really care much. Women are also a lot better at emotional abuse. Men usually turn to the physical violence, which is unfortunate, but I guess it's like the power dynamic, because face it or not, we are not equal. Okay, men have their strengths, women have their strengths. We are equal we're both perfect in our own ways. No one's perfect, but you know, you get my gist. So the thing is why I just think feminism is bad is because it is now become like, we're better than you, and I hate that. I absolutely hate it. So now there was that whole bear versus man thing, and logically, you know, you cannot fight a bear. Have you seen like the movie The Revenant? I think that bears are scary, dude. They look like really big fluffy dogs, but a lot of them can like mess you up in 0.2 seconds and they won't flinch. And you know, a lot of bears like eating their prey alive, so you're probably gonna be aware of the whole process for quite a bit. Anyway, so yes, grape is a really bad thing. I agree, I've been through it, and frankly, I've been through other types of abuse with women that has emotionally hurt me a lot more than, believe it or not, that hurt me a lot more than my sexual abuse. And I was through that process for like 3 months, okay? I have a whole story, the truth about my past, go check it out. Like, I talked about this a few times. I don't want to get into that right now, because yes, some men are really bad, but a lot of women are really bad too. And we should stop judging people based on their sex, their gender, their race. We should start holding people accountable for their actions, their individual actions. If a person does something bad, we're holding them accountable for that action. We're not saying, oh, it's because it's a man, it's because it's a woman, it's because it's this race, or that's bad. Anything that creates separation like that, you know, that's exactly what the government wants. They want us bickering out here about all these petty freaking BS stuff like that. and ignore the actual problems in the world that is happening and why most countries right now are an absolute dumpster fire. But anyway, this is just my opinion. I don't want to stretch this video out too long. This is my controversial opinion. If you disagree, go heal your shit, boo. That ain't on me. So, yeah. We're not better than men. Men aren't better than us. We're all just human. No race or anything is better than another one. Some people are more privileged, I'll give them that, but that doesn't make you a better person. At the end of the day, we're all kind of born in the same way, and we're all gonna like die in the same way. You know, just life is short. Let's stop bickering about the petty stuff. And I'm gonna keep exposing stuff like this, by the way, because I'm done. I actually want to read this sign behind me. This is a quote from J.K. Rowling. Now, I personally don't really like her, but I do enjoy her work. It says, "We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better." So that's what I want you to do today. I want you to go and imagine better. See how you can change the world, okay? See what differences the world actually needs, and ask yourself a question: who are you really, and who do you want to be? Just do some self-reflection, some introspection. Yeah, so I'm not going to stretch this out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you disagree, dislike this video. If you agree with me, throw me a thumbs up. And, you know, comment your thoughts down below, good or bad, I don't care. So have the absolute day you deserve, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!